Very popular today, apparently. Just yet another call to interrupt this video. I'm totally gonna figure out how to make sure that doesn't happen for the next one. It's extremely irritating. So, y'all who are calling me, I love you, and I'm gonna make sure you cannot call me anymore. All right. Next card to come out as a clarifier for the Five of Wands is the Two of Coins. Balance. So when you're dealing with inner conflict, obviously staying mindful of keeping the balance between whatever you feel conflicted about. So if you say are having an issue within your family, being mindful of where they're coming from and being mindful of where you're coming from. Having respect for the space that they're holding and holding your ground too. Within yourself, say that you're feeling conflicted about what you feel you should do and what you feel you want to do, to acknowledge that they're both equally valid. And we're going to get clarifiers for this Six of Swords in reverse. I hope the sounds from outside are not too disruptive. I have to mention this is probably my most irritating video I have done yet. I've not ever had this many disturbances, and so forgive me, I'm feeling a bit bothered and flustered by that, and I'm gonna try and wrap up this video and take a minute by myself to transmute that energy because it's very aggravating. Anyway, clarifiers for the Six of Swords in reverse. Too many. Okay. Okay, so we have, when it comes to who is steering the ship, you, someone else, someone you've entrusted, someone you haven't entrusted, and you just let them take over. In order to make sure you're being steered in the right direction, whether from yourself or another, I feel like you can really see these ones well. The Four of Pentacles is depicted as a little dragon that's kind of got his four coins, like so. So this is coming through as being mindful of your resources, not just money, but your resources. So this can be sleep, it can be nutrients, it can be outside influences, like what resources do you have that allow you to get where you're trying to go? Be mindful of those. Don't be frivolous with them. Don't be frivolous with your time. Don't choose to, I don't know, cheat on your diet, this diet that is trying to, that you've adopted for your own health benefits or to reach a goal that you're on the way to, and don't throw that away to, you know, have a great day with your friends and be able to eat what they're eating. Stick to your guns. Protect your resources. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which in this deck is represented as a spider and its web, and it's caught a bunch of these kind of luminous little bugs there. And so for me, the spider always represents manifesting in a really intentional way, building, creating. The way that the spider weaves its web is so beautiful. It's so intentional. It's so strong. It's so connected to the spider itself. The way that a spider web works is if the spider is anywhere in the web, it knows exactly when something hits that web, exactly where it is. It's like an extension of itself. So being very aware, being very intentional, and really being the one to do it. Nobody's going to come build that web for a spider. The spider itself is the only one that's going to do it. So do it. And then we have the Hierophant, which straight up is just faith. With faith, you can embark on some very intimidating journeys. And sometimes that's why we allow somebody else to steer the ship for us, is because we don't trust ourselves, or we feel that they have better skills to get us where we're trying to go. But faith is the strongest power and the most clear guiding light anywhere you want to go. Take faith with you. You don't really need anybody else. Then I'm going to go ahead and clarify this 8 of coins in reverse. Stepping into the role of authority and teacher. Let's see. Get some clarifiers on how to do that. So it's really interesting how we've had the similar cards coming out. So in order to step into that place of authority and power in your own life, we have the Sun. So with that breach card that we had earlier about, it's really exposing yourself and showing yourself for who you are. In this context, coming up with the 8 of coins in reverse as a clarifier of like how to do that. This is how. By owning your power, your light, shining it. It's glorious. Then we have the 10 of Wands. So generally the 10 of Wands, it's all about taking on responsibility, and not in a fearful way, not in an overwhelming way. Some things that may seem overwhelming, finding a way to use your light for confidence, to step into a place where you no longer feel that you are the apprentice, the student, and taking on that responsibility of the 10 of Wands and being confident in that. You can delegate responsibilities, just being the authoritarian in your own process. And we have the High Priestess, which is also about honoring your intuition. To honor your intuition when it comes to taking a role as an authority in your own life, steering your own ship, and owning what it is that you do, what you know, your value, what you have to offer, to honor it, to really look within and to see in what way is that connected to your divine purpose and the divinity within you. That can really make all of the difference when you're embarking on a journey of stepping into a place where you feel inexperienced, if only as the authoritarian in that field, as the person who is teaching, showing, guiding, the head creator, the person carving the path or pointing out the direction people need to go. And also ego can really be a big factor when it does come to taking a role of leadership. And so staying in touch with your spirit's greatest, highest intentions is your best weapon against your ego getting in the way and screwing things up and creating outcomes that are not desired. Stay in touch with your spirit. Okay. And so just to wrap it up, I'm going to do some of the Isis Oracle cards, which you can use as affirmations for doing this work, which is going to be really, really helpful with manifesting. So give me a moment to clear the space. Okay, I'd like to call in some blessings. Can be used as affirmations for this Black Moon spirit work. Messages from spirit to help us move into that energy. Okay. So take what resonates. You may use all of them. If there's one in particular that really stands out to you, just focus on that. We have the Ancient Power Mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. So yeah, very much in keeping with the reading. Ownership, putting it all out there. Then we have initiation. When you are being initiated into the divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With compassion and cleverness, you will not burn during your challenges and shall thrive. So this, to me, is really about just pushing through resistance, staying in touch with your deepest motivations to move through any challenges, and knowing that you're supported and guided by the universe to do that. So if you want to, you can jot this down to use in your practice as affirmations, or you can take this message and reword it in your own tongue, if you will. They're a little bit longer than what I like to use in my affirmations and within my meditative practice and chanting or anything like that. I like it to be pretty concise, but take what resonates. So this is the portal of light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. Then we have the wings of Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. So this is really just saying, exactly what was coming through in the reading, that it is your soul's purpose to reveal your inner gifts, your inner truth, to seek your greatest desires from that spiritual place within yourself, to birth angelic consciousness. We all have access to that. We live in a cultural structure where certain aspects of divinity that exist within us as individuals has been denied, has been shut down, has been attacked. there, was a time where Christians could not read the Bible. The only people who could read it were priests, because they were the only ones taught the language that the Bible was written in. So therefore, basically, they were teaching people that if you want to have a relationship with the divine, you have to come through us. That's a whole lot of BS. You have the divine within you. When you tap into that, when you articulate it and express it and put it out into the world, you're making the world a more beautiful place. As above, so below. If we want to raise the vibration on the planet, we have to start bringing the parts of ourselves, our highest selves, out into it. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to wrap it up there, leave you with that much fuel for thought. I'm going to wish you so much luck on your self-work and your manifestation work, and I'm wishing you a very beautiful decade to come and a beautiful process. I'm very excited. I, again, am going to encourage you to check out The Condor Flies North. It has resonated with me on a deep, deep level. I'm talking like psychic messages that I have received from memory. I've always known this. And when I watched that video, it is about the Mayan calendar, and it all just added up perfectly to me, like to everything that had been revealed to me personally from spirit. And I very much encourage you to check it out and with an open mind. And what harm can it do to believe, to try, to trust, to take a leap of faith, to put yourself out there? When you look at the risks of, putting yourself out there and not getting what you were hoping, compared to not putting yourself out there and for sure not getting what you want, it's not a difficult decision, at least for me. And I hope if it is difficult for you, that you are able to work through this, and that perhaps this reading was helpful for you in that. If it was, I would love it and appreciate it if you would go ahead and like the video, share it with someone you think could get a lot out of it or something out of it, and subscribe, share. That helps me build the channel, and then I'm able to do a lot more of these and other videos too. So I love doing this for you. I hope it's been helpful, and I can't wait to see you next time. Please comment too, because I love to know what people are getting out of this. So thanks for joining and watching, and happy Black Moon.